and it'll give you a lot of prowess. Very simple idea, and it'll give you a lot of prowess. Suppose two particles move under the influence of each other. They exert forces on each other. Any kind of force, does not matter. Electrical, non-electrical, gravitational, this, that, does not matter. There is a particle of mass m1 with position vector r1, a function of time in general. And there is a particle of mass m2 with position vector r2 as a function of time. Right? And they exert forces on each other. F12 is the force on 1 exerted by 2. F21 is the force on 2 exerted by 1, and F21 would be minus F12. This is the force on 1 exerted by 2. This is the force on 2 exerted by 1, and from Newton's third law, F12 would be minus F21. Right? Yes or no? Now, the equation of motion for M1. Equation of motion for M1. M1 experiences a force F12. This is the cause, and from Newton's second law, this must be mass of 1 into d2r1 dt2. d2r1 dt2. Yes or no? Mass into acceleration, which is d2r1 dt2. If I divide by m1, I get this. Yes or no? Right? Similarly, force acting on 2 exerted by 1, 2 experiences a force because of 1, which is m2 d2r2 dt2. Right? Yes or no? If I divide by m2, I get this. Clear? Yes or no? Now I do this minus this. This minus this. And F12 can be written as minus F21. F12 can be written as minus F21. So right here, F12 I replace by minus F21. What do you say? Right? Force on 2. That means this F21 is the force experienced by 2 because of 1. Now I subtract this minus this. Then I end up getting force experienced by 2 because of 1 into 1 by m1 plus 1 by m2, right? This minus this is 1 by m1 plus 1 by m2, 1 by m2 minus 1 by m1, which is 1 by m1 plus 1 by m2. That's equal to d2 r2 minus r1 dt2. Yes or no? Now, R2 minus R1 is what? Position of 2 as seen by 1. R2 minus R1 is position of 2 as seen by 1. Position of 2 as seen by 1. 1 by m1 plus 1 by m2 is 1 by mu. Mu is the reduced mass. Yes or no? 1 by mu, where mu is the reduced mass, is given by 1 by m1 plus 1 by m2. Mu, the reduced mass of the system, is m1 m2 by m1 plus m2. Yes or no? Which means d2 r2 minus r1 dt2 is force on 2 because of 1 divided by mu. Mu is the reduced mass of the system. Mu is the reduced mass of the system of particles, two particles, clear? Now, the idea is very simple but very effective and very powerful. It means R2, that means, you know, this is an equation of motion. This is an equation of motion of the particle 2 as seen by 1. This is the equation of motion of particle 2 as seen by 1. Which means, isn't it, R2 minus R1? This is twice the rate of change of position vector of 2 as perceived by 1. Yes or no? This therefore will give me what? This would be about the path of 2 as seen by 1. The acceleration of 2 as seen by 1. Velocity of 2 as seen by 1. Yes or no? This motion governs the motion of 2 with respect to 1. That means as if 1 is fixed and 2 undergoes a motion given by this, where d2r dt2 is force on 2, let me simply write F, force on 2, let me simply write F, divided by mu, the reduced mass of the system, where R is what? Position vector of 2 with respect to 1. That means if 1 is fixed, if you imagine 1 to be fixed, if you imagine particle 1 to be fixed, then the motion of 2 exhibited. That means if this would be the vector R, then this would give me rate of change of this position with respect to m1. That means this would tell me everything about what m1 thinks of n2 in terms of velocities, in terms of accelerations, in terms of trajectories. That means this system of particles could be reduced to a fixed particle m1, a fixed particle m1, which is like our observer m1, because m1 is observing R, which is the position of 2. This system of particles could be reduced to a fixed particle m1, right? The observer could be equivalently looked upon as a fixed particle. R2 minus R1 means position of 2 as seen by 1. That means as if 1 is fixed and 2 is moving. And force by mass, the other particle m2, looked upon as one that is experiencing a force F because of m1 and has a mass mu, which is not its own mass but is the reduced mass of the system. That means this particle, this position vector is R, and this particle reduced to a particle of mass mu, which is m1 m2 by m1 plus m2. Now, the velocities of this particle too at all times will be about the velocity as seen by m1, which would be relative velocity of m2 as seen by m1. The acceleration of this particle at all times would be acceleration of 2 as seen by m1. That means this entire system, for the sake of applying all the principles, conservation laws that we have learned, could be reduced to a single particle, which could be imagined to be fixed, and the other particle imagined to be having a mass equal to the reduced mass of the system, and all the velocities of 2 and accelerations of 2 would be velocities and accelerations as seen by 1, and therefore would be relative velocities and relative accelerations of 2 as perceived by the observer 1. Yes or no? In a very general sense? True?